Yo, what's good? Hey, brothers, man. I already did a short video on the quote by Malcolm X, but that's one of my favorite quotes by Malcolm X, where he said, the liberal is always more dangerous because he's like the fox. The fox is most of the time more dangerous in the forest because with a wolf, as a fox compared to a wolf, you can see a wolf coming. You know what the wolf up to. All right, the fox will deceive you. You see what I'm saying? So you could compare these alphabet agencies, KBG, FBI, CIA, all this shit. They like the fox, man. You don't see the fox coming. The police be the wolf, man. So it's like you want to get rid of the police, but you don't realize you riding with the fox.
Joining us now, Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi and Fox News legal analyst Greg Jarrett. Let me start with John Solomon, who will join us in a minute. Let's start with...
And this is from 2 years ago. I got this dude's book called The Witch Hunt. And it's talks about the Russian hoax. All right. So, you know what I'm saying? Anytime you hear any accusation on mainstream media, just put hoax behind it. Russia, just know it's a hoax. Because they want Trump to be in bed with Russia so bad. Which, you know what I'm saying? If he is, he is. But that should make you question, you know what I'm saying, why they go after him so much with no evidence on it. They've never had any evidence of him colluding with Russia. They never had any evidence of him putting hits on U.S. You know what I'm saying? These are all accusations. All right, these are all alleged.
All of these revelations, Ray and Peter Strzok, and all of these figures, Hillary Clinton supporters, Trump haters.
I think we now know that the Mueller investigation is illegitimate and corrupt. And Mueller has been using the FBI as a political weapon. And the FBI has become America's secret police.
So you hear that? You hear that? All right. That's the truth. That's nothing but the truth. And it's been that way for a long time. All right. Not to mention this video is from 2 years ago. Okay. So now, you know what I'm saying? All the black folks out there, all my brothers out there that say, I've never really been into politics. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about politics. Bro, they make it seem like it's intricate. It is intricate, but it's simple once you dive into it. Once you dive into it, you can take a step back. You see what I'm saying? You can take a step back and then you can look around. Everybody around you, you can tell why they act the way they act. It's because our social media and our society has been influenced by agencies. You know what I'm saying? Look up Operation Paperclip. Everybody talking about all these Nazis, bro. What do you don't know that the OSS went from being that to the CIA under them bringing Nazi scientists that worked under Hitler after Nuremberg trials in Germany. Okay, they had trials over there where there was like 80 scientists that were sent to put to death. Some of them got put to death. A few of them, only like a handful of them, got put to death. The rest of them came to the United States to fight against Russia in the Cold War. All right. So you gotta understand, man. It's they tell you who the threat is, but the whole time that's who they are. Just because they don't look like it.
Secret surveillance, wiretapping, intimidation, harassment, and threats. It's like the old KGB that comes for you in the dark of the night, banging through your door.
By the way, this is not a game. This is not hyperbole you're using here.
No, ask Paul Manafort. They came for him and broke through his front door.
And if it can happen to him...
And for those of you who don't know, Rod Rosenstein and, you know what I'm saying, people under the Obama administration are actually going to court right now based on the fact that they wasted 3 years of the FBI's time and taxpayer money on something that was never there with no concrete evidence. All right, Joe Biden and Barack Obama are on record stating that we're going to use the Logan Act and use the code word renegade. And what renegade means is straight treason. All right? So it's going to take a long time for this stuff to come out. A couple of years maybe, honestly. So, you know what I'm saying? If you're keeping up with the opposing side of what they're telling you not to look at in the media. If you keep up with that, you years ahead of the game, bro. You years ahead of the narrative. So even though there's stuff that's gonna come out that's gonna be like, whoa, that's not like you gonna know everything that's coming out, but at least you'll have an understanding. You'll see. You see if something will come out, you say, oh, okay, that's weird. Okay, let me look into it a little bit. Let me see what somebody else got to say about it. Let me see. You see what I'm saying? And then you'll see like, oh, okay. Look at it from all aspects. So you see, oh, okay. Now I see why they're doing that. Okay, so if they did this, they don't do that. If they do this, then they have to do that. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta look at it from different sides, man. That's why it's important people to take a different perspective sometimes than what's being pushed to you.
Greg, it can happen to all of us. Absolutely. The FBI is a shadow government now. It has become highly politicized. Peter Strzok is the perfect example of it. He led both the Hillary Clinton investigation and, until recently, the Mueller investigation. This is a guy who has corrupt political motives. We now know it. The Congress has the emails, but he's the tip of the iceberg. There are others, especially Andrew Weissmann, and as you pointed out, Jeannie Ray.
Pam, you're the Attorney General of Florida.
So yeah, I ain't gonna go into all that, but I just want to show y'all, man, that's how they use, and like people like Mueller, Rosenstein, Anthony Weiner, all these people. These people are just pawns. You know what I'm saying? These are the people that get knocked off first, and in order to get up to where the real head of the snake is at. Okay, and whenever they get to the head of that snake on the way, it's gonna surprise some people, man. Especially, it's gonna surprise a lot of people, man. Because I'm gonna tell y'all, man, this ain't about race. All right, this ain't about race, man. This is not about race. So you need to get it under your head, man. This is not about race, bro. If all Black Lives Matter, there would not be a slave trade in Libya right now. All right, there would not be a slave trade in Libya right now. There would not be, you know what I'm saying, people in China working in factories that got restaurants and all that in them, so they don't have to leave their job, bro. They live at their job. They work 16 hours a day. They eat and everything in where they work at. All right, bro. So don't tell me that it's just a United States problem, which there is. The United States is definitely guilty of stuff. But what you gotta understand is you can't clean up something in house, only in house. A lot of times you gotta, when a problem is happening outside, you gotta step outside a little bit to clean up what comes into your house. All right, when that's what your job is. So I'll be back with some more, man. Y'all check this dude Greg Jarrett out. I mean, trust him or not, I don't know.